Hey guys, it's Bub here. In previous videos, we've taken a look and begun to dive into the GMM alternate Windows timeline. And in this video, we're taking a look at another custom ISO within that timeline. GMM's alternate Windows timeline is essentially someone else's views or thinking on what Windows could have been like in an alternate universe or an alternate timeline. In the past, we've taken a look at custom ISOs such as Windows Hypernova, and there's one more I can't remember the name of, but in this video today, we're taking a look at what is supposed to be Windows 11 in the GMM alternate universe timeline. This is Windows Aviro. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'm going to call it Aviro for the sake of this video. In the GMM alternate timeline universe, this was meant to be Windows 11, which compared to today, in the timeline, this was supposed to come out around 2015. Mainstream support started in 2015 and ended in 2020. This ISO uses Windows 7 as its base with a Windows 8.1 PE environment, and I'm very excited to take a look at this. Again, the first two have been very good, and this is made by, I know I'm going to screw the name up, I do every time, Orion. I know I messed that up. Definitely go check that developer out and these ISOs out, because it's very cool to see the different stages of, someone else's thinking. So let's go ahead and get into it. So before we jump into this, I do want to say one more thing. I was incorrect. I just reread the document or the web page. This was not released in 2015 in the alternate universe. This was an initial release in 2009 with some support ending in 2015 and final support ending in 2020. That is the timeline here, so makes sense why it's based off of Windows 7 and not Windows 10. Please forgive me for that mistake in placing this in the proper time. Alright, and here we are in the setup screen, so let's just go ahead and navigate through. I really do like the color scheme. It is a lot more basic than what we traditionally see with Windows 7, but it does look a lot better than the purple that was in Windows 8 and Windows 10, and I think Windows 11 for a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. The other thing I also like here is this progress bar at the bottom. It's despite the fact that the progress bar with the previous Windows setup didn't really show you anything important, this just is cleaner to me, and I like it a lot more than what we see in Windows. So huge props to the developer for even being able to accomplish this. I don't even know how you modify it to this extent. Alright, and here we are in the out-of-box experience. And it does look very similar to Windows 7 because it is Windows 7. The Windows 11 in the GMM alternate Windows universe is the same as our Windows 7, but obviously with some improvements. So let's just go ahead and click through some of these settings here. Very simple setup compared to what we see today in Windows 10. And here it says, welcome to Windows 2010. This is a very interesting video that I've never seen before. I don't know if this is official from, no, this can't be official from Microsoft. This has to be, yeah, it says GMM. This is made by the developer. I was going to say, I've never seen this video before. And here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get VMware Tools installed off screen, and then we'll be back once we're ready to go. Alright, and here we are in the desktop of Windows Aviro. Again, still not sure how they're meant to pronounce it. Let's go ahead before we do anything to jump into the notes document on the desktop here. Welcome to Windows, your PC enhanced. Again, this is a Windows 7 modification to make the alternate timeline universe of Windows 7 by GMM, which again in GMM is Windows 11. Scrolling down here, we're not going to read all of this, but you can see there's been multiple different builds of this OS, and there's a lot of changes in every OS. This specific ISO, I don't know when it was actually created, but it was uploaded to the Internet Archive actually this month, December of 2025. We continue to scroll down this list here. I mean, you can see this is a multi-page document. It's got some Q&As here, Internet Explorer 8, high DPI. We're not going to read all of that stuff, but let's go ahead and close that. And here we are on the desktop. First things first, I really like this background. It really mimics a piece of modern along with the Windows 7 wallpaper, which is already really good. Again, a common theme I think we're going to see here is that if this is what Microsoft released for Windows 8, Windows 8 may not have been such a big failure. But let's continue. We also then have the send feedback window, which I don't know what it does. Yep, it says, let's see, the mod creator is in the Discord. Email to that person right there. Tells you exactly how to do that. And again, we can see here it is based on Windows 7 Service Pack 17601 with the extended security updates that have been installed up to October of 2023. Moving down to the taskbar, we can see over here on the right side, we have the breadcrumb that says Windows Aviro, build 7840 Aviro main, and some numbers that probably means something to the developer. On the taskbar, we have our Show Desktop button, our System Time, our System Volume, our Network, our Security and Maintenance, and then we have VMware Tools, which I installed, Bluetooth devices, which is white, has a nice custom icon, and then the same with Safely Remove Hardware Inject Media, has a nice custom icon. Moving along this gorgeous Aro taskbar, we have our Windows Media Player, followed by Windows Explorer, which we'll take a look at in just a minute, and then IE8, which as we read was actually IE11 with a IE8 skin on it, so pretty nice there. Then of course we have our Start menu, which looks very similar to Windows 7, obviously, but with some changes. Let's see what's in Getting Started. So Getting Started is just basically the Getting Started that was included in older versions of Windows, but it just says Windows Aviro in it. Again, not too much confusing here, nothing crazy in the Start menu itself. Let's go ahead into Applications and see what we have installed. So we have default programs, our Gadget Gallery, DVD Maker, normal stuff. I'm not going to read through all of these just to bore you because it's not anything out of the ordinary, but traditional accessories. We have all of our games. Actually have more games than usual. Chess Titans I don't think came included. Hold'em didn't come included. I think those are the only two that didn't come with Windows 7 by default, but again, you have all of the games pre-installed. Maintenance, including whatever VxKex extension is. I have no idea what that is. I probably should after looking at all these ISOs, but I have no idea what that is. And then lastly, we have Startup, which is an under construction window there. It's just this little thing right here. You're running a pre-release version of Windows Aviro. Click here to learn more. And then it says, hey, this is still pre-release. It may change over time. So appreciate this notice. As promised, let's go ahead back into the Windows Explorer, where I first want to point out these window borders. I really like these window borders, and again, this is all personal preference here. I really like the Windows 7 window borders, but especially today, they feel dated, just the kind of Aro glass that they are. These window borders, to me, don't feel dated. They're still a little transparent, but they feel really modern. They're nice, they have nice close buttons. You hover over them, you still get that nice Aro effect, sort of like glass, blue glass. It's gorgeous. This is what Windows 8 really should have been. Instead of flattening everything out, this, again, is what Windows 8 really should have been. Under this computer, we can see we have, again, remember, this is Windows 7 at its core, not Windows 10 or 11 like some ISOs we take a look at, so it does have a lot of the Windows 7 features and functionalities in it. So we can see that here's our local disk C, and you can see that on this disk, again, this ISO never promised to be a tiny version of Windows. We have a 59.6 gig disk. We are using 15.3 gigabytes. So, again, not a tiny build of Windows by any means, but it is typical for Windows 7 or Windows 8 around that era. Let's go ahead into the task manager, and we can see that we are not running any applications in the background. Very minimal processes, typical services for what we would expect. And then performance here, we can see that, typical Windows CPU utilization. And then memory, we are idling, this machine has 2 gigs, I believe. We are idling at 750 megs of actual physical memory usage. So this isn't the page file, this is the actual memory. Lastly, let's go ahead and take a look at WinVer here. We can see this is Windows Aviro 6.17601. Pretty nice. And of course, you also do have all the gadgets that would come with Windows 7. You have the different colors here, different themes. And you also have, I really like this part about Windows 7, the different glass colors. And you can really customize this to make it look gorgeous. So with that being said, this was just a really high-level overview of Windows Aviro, which is Windows 11 in the GMM alternate Windows universe. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below. I think this is what Windows 8 should have been. If Microsoft released this as Windows 8, people would have liked it a lot more. Sure, maybe you would have missed out on some of the tablet crowd, but the reason that Windows 8 didn't work was because most people still used it with a keyboard and mouse, because that's what people use Windows for. This is Windows 7 with some slight UI improvements to make it feel more modern. This would have been perfect to be Windows 8. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as we do all kinds of different technology videos and device restorations. Let me know down in the comments if you have any other ISOs you want me to take a look at. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.